Hi all. I want to do a video on aligning my plow lights. Every time I put the plow on, I knock these things around. They get knocked out of alignment. Okay, so I watched a few videos online and I searched the internet for some information, some PDFs on how to adjust the Meyer lights, and I couldn't find nothing. So I'm just gonna hack through it here. There's some really nice videos online that show how to do it. Okay, so first thing is I got my tape measure out, and I'm 25 feet back. Okay, so I'm going to do something a little different as compared to what they do in the videos. Okay, so first thing, those are my regular headlights on the truck. So I'm going to go ahead and mark the spot. So I'm thinking that's one of the spots for the headlight. Now I'm presuming the other one is the right spot. One video I watched, the fella said the same distance as the vehicle. Lights should be the same distance. So this one, they're it's about 5 foot. My marks are like right on, because this is like 5.5 feet, and that's where my marks were. And then I think the one fella said measure to the bottom of the plow light. So that's going to be 50 inches. If I do that, so if I go the same as the plow lights, they're going to be like, what, 1/2 foot or more above where the regular headlights land. So I'm thinking that's why most trucks blind me when I'm driving in my car, because they're adjusting them too high. So I'm going to make my plow lights the same as my regular lights on the truck. Okay, so you can see here, my regular lights are on here, and they're shining there. So I want to make these shine in the same spot. Okay, that makes more sense to me. These lights are real easy to adjust. There's just one nut down here that makes the light go side to side, and then there's one nut on each side here that tilts it up and down. Okay, so I'll go ahead and turn on the plow lights and we'll see what happens. It's kind of hard to see those marks. I brought some big masking tape with me. Let's see if that'll stick. Okay, I don't know if you can see that from here. I'll zoom in. Okay, so now that I'm zoomed in a little bit, I think you can see that tape. Here, I'll take this. Okay, so now that I'm zoomed in, you can see the tape. There's one over here and one over there. I'll turn off my regular lights and turn on the plow light. Okay, so you can see they're not quite right. I fiddled around with them a little bit earlier. Just kind of pushed them around. I'm going to go ahead and adjust them a little better now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bag on one of them so I can see where one of them is going. Okay, so you can see I got a bag on that light. So we're only seeing the light from that one. Okay, so you can see that bulb there needs to go up and over just a little bit. Okay, so I'll just loosen these up a little bit here if I can. Okay, so I loosened up this one bolt and it seems to be moving easy now. Okay, so I'll go ahead and see if I can line that up with a piece of tape. So you can see all I have to do now is just kind of move this back and forth. Okay, so that's kind of in the center. But now I need to get it to go up. So I do have to loosen the other side because it ain't gonna move. Okay, I got it loose. So now I just kind of lift that up a little bit. So you can see now that I got both sides loosened up, now it'll move up and down. Okay. So now, remember, that's just one light. See, if I move that back and forth, I'm 25 feet back. So I'm just taking the center of that beam and trying to put it on that piece of masking tape right there. Okay, so I think that's good there. So I'll go ahead and tighten that up without moving it. Okay, so that's pretty tight. The bolt on the bottom I didn't even touch. Okay, so now we'll go over and do the other side. Okay, so I'll move that bag over to the other side. So now we want to get this bulb on the masking tape right here. There's a piece of masking tape. So this one looks pretty good. So if I move this around, you can see that light move. So you can see here, if I take this thing will shift. So that bottom nut must be loose, or it just doesn't tighten up good because it moves pretty easy. Okay, so now the masking tape is right there. So that looks pretty good there. I'll go ahead and see if I can tighten this one up. Okay, that looks pretty good. It looked like it might have went up. So that's good there. And I'm going to see if I can tighten up that bottom bolt while I'm here. It seems to be shifting around fairly easy. But what I need is a long socket because it's hitting the bolt. That's the one I always knock out. Every time I put the plow on, I bump into it. Okay, so I still have the bag on one of them. If I take the bag off, let's do it so we can watch the lights here. If I take the bag off, let's see what happens here. So there's both lights. I think that's pretty good. I'll go ahead and turn off the plow lights and we'll see how they compare with the regular headlight. Okay, so there's the regular headlights. I'm presuming those are in the right spot. The truck's pretty straight, it's pretty level, but I'm just doing a quick aiming here because there's a big snowstorm coming and I don't want them to be too far off. So let's see what the plow lights look like when the plow's up. Okay, so you can see the lights on the wall are still in the same spot. Same as the regular headlights. You know. If I follow the directions, that I'm watching on the internet, then they'd be up a half a foot more, because one fella said to measure from the ground up to the bottom of the light. So if I do that, that's 52 inches to the center of the light bulb. So if I come over here, and go 52 inches, there's my bulb. Here's 52 inches way up here. there's a little bit of an indent here, so see if I drop the tape measure down some. 42. Here's 52 way up here. So if I do that, my lights are going to be a foot higher. $10, 11 inches or more higher than my regular driving lights. So that's why you get blinded by pickup trucks with plows. I think they're setting their lights too high. So, you know, this is just a rough aiming, you know. I don't know how level the land is here. You can see I'm on a rough pavement here. The ground is kind of slanted back. So it's just like a rough estimate. But I'm going off where my regular driving lights are. I'm putting them in the spot where my regular driving lights are. I'm presuming my regular driving lights are in the right spot. Okay? Okay, so I did find a socket in the truck that I have. I got these at Tractor Supply. They were for wheels, and it just happens to fit this thing. So I'll put that on here. Okay, well, she ain't moving, so have to line this back up. See how that's really loose. But that bolt won't move. So that's something I'll have to do in the spring, see if I can put a lock washer in there so it doesn't move so easily. Okay, so before we go, I want to check out how the back lights are doing. Okay, so I'm somewhat straight, you know, I'm following the edge of the pavement here. Truck is somewhat straight. There's the new lights. Let's see what they look like. Okay, so you can see they light up the whole wall. They're going way up to the top there. The top of that cement, that's probably the top of that cement window, that's probably a good 15 feet. So let's see if I can lower them a little bit, not as high. So I just pushed them back a little bit. See, now I'm getting more up. See, now I'm getting more of the ground. Of course I can't see it from the truck sitting in the driver's side, but at least I'm not lighting up the whole neighborhood, every house in town when I turn them on. That's what I was worried about. People complain, the lights in my living rooms. Let's see what it looks like from in here. So there's off. There's on. So it's still up there, you know, but it's not quite as high. All the lights down on the ground. Let's pull forward a little bit. Now, you know, the truck is definitely on a slant because of the driveway. But you can see it's not as it's not lighting up the roof. It's only going up maybe mostly like within the 10-15 feet range, but it is getting way up there too, though. That's like the top of the building, that's probably 20-30 feet. So from inside the truck, okay, so I hope that's a little helpful. See ya. Bye.